What's up guys, welcome to the first ever vlog that I've actually started, hopefully completed and finished and put out there to the world. I've actually attempted to do a few of these and never got the ending quite right and never actually got out there. So if you've been following along for a little while, you've been on the YouTube channel and you got, I guess, some value. The purpose of this one is really just to introduce myself on a bit more of a personal level, take you through a day in the life of, I guess, operations. Today's Tuesday, so Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually the days that I either work from home or creating content or I schedule in with clients. This series that we're going to be coming up with is the road to 500K per month in my tyre and automotive business. So if you don't know, the business that we run at the moment outside of Auto is Alpha Tyres, and I started that one out of the back of my ute like literally 5 years ago. So today we're going to be going getting our pump on at the gym, which will be close by to my storage shed where it all began. So we're going to take you storage shed, our old shed where we went from there, and then our other shed which we've just moved out of, and then we'll take you to the new digs and show you where we've been trading for the last month. I'm going to be super transparent with my sales reports. I'm going to be showing you my numbers today. I'm going to be showing you exactly what we did for May, just passed. I do have a target. I do want to hit 500K per month by the end of this year in December 2025. So I'm going to share some strategies behind what we're doing already, what we plan to do, and how we're going to get to $500,000 a month in a small country town of about 20,000 people. Yeah, we literally started this thing 5 years ago out of the back of my ute with bugger all capital, cash, or anything like that. I want to show you guys you can do the same thing. And I also want to show you guys like the reason behind building a business to this sort of scale and why you shouldn't sell yourself short as a solopreneur, as an employee, or as, you know, just a small business. You know, why we need to reach levels of scale so that we can implement the right teams, structure, management, so that you can, I guess, live a life of purpose outside of just running your business. So we're pretty action-packed today. We're gonna be cruising up till about midday, and then I've got back-to-back client meetings with my Auto Cartel community. So yeah, we're gonna run it between now and then, and I hope you enjoy. Rightio, gym session done, dusted, got the blood flow, ready to attack the day. We have to cut it a little bit short because we're running out of fucking time. But I thought I'd do a quick trip down memory lane. This is where it all began, guys. This is where we first started, storage shed, back of the ute, September 2019, with some big fucking dreams. And I literally just had like a Navara compressor on the back, tailgate, enclosed trailer with tyre fitting machine in the back. That's where I stored like the tyres that I had. You know, like it wasn't fucking perfect. I didn't have all the investment that I needed. I didn't have like, it wasn't the perfect time. It's actually terrible timing. We just bought our first house together, me and my wife. I had to sell my car, get the ute on finance just to sort of fund the whole operation. But like, I remember it being like probably more exciting than our last move, to be honest. It's like the best feeling in the world, like that, just starting, having a crack, not knowing when the phone's gonna call. This was move number 2. So we had the storage shed for all of 5 minutes, and just got to the point where I was just running out of room, holding on to scrap tyres, holding on to new tyres. And so somebody said to come down and speak to this guy, Peter Hill, who owns this whole depot, and he couldn't have been better. And he goes, yeah, I've just got this one that's opened up, and it's literally just a shed, nothing in there. We ended up putting a little portable office in there and that sort of thing. But I remember walking in there and thinking it was so fucking huge, and I was scared of what he was going to say with how much rent he wanted, and he said it was $350 a week. And I remember thinking, fuck, $350 a week, like, you know, we're going to be able to cover it. Like, it was scary. It felt like a big jump, you know, and each jump that you do does feel equally as impressive, but you know, your scale, the pendulum, you're just at a different area. We went into this shed here for $350 a week, and about a month later we sort of got busy enough where we committed to opening up full retail. I didn't want to commit to opening up full retail until I knew that we could have somebody here, you know, from 8 till 5 every day, but also have somebody to be able to go out on site and still service those on site 24/7 customers. Yeah, if you're going to commit to going retail and committing to opening to the public, the most important things is just like consistency with your opening times.
I see so many small businesses that just put a sign up, oh, I've ducked out for a couple of hours, or we've finished early, or we're not open today. You lose trust with your community. You might not think it, but those small little mistakes are often what keeps people small. You have to have consistency when you're opening up a retail front. Basically, when we were here, we started getting a bit of interest for our second location up in Kahuna, and so we opened that up probably only about 12 months after I actually started, so it would have been around September 2020. Just got an opportunity up there, opened up a shop. We've since sold that. We got that to doing about $1 million, about $1 million in turnover a year. We held on to it for about a year, and we just found it very difficult, it being in a smaller regional town, just finding good people. So we decided to sell that business to one of our managers who's he's taken that on board and he's crushing it. And then while we're here as well, we also opened up our third location in Melbourne. We got an opportunity with a massive asphalting company, again, by just answering the phone after hours and just providing that good service. So we opened up down there. So we literally had the 3 locations going like in, I think it was just under 2 years. And so like massive leaps, you know, learnt so many, made so many fucking mistakes, still paying for some of those mistakes. You know, had the wrong guys down there in Melbourne. Long story short, we ended up getting shafted big time. Lots of lessons, lots of pain. You know, it took us about 12 months to bounce back from that. So we ended up having to wrap that one up, which was super disappointing. But in between that time, we were slowly but surely working on our franchise model, which is sort of the next big move. We sort of stabilise and sort of hit this next big goal of $500,000 a month at our retail store, because it will just give us that stability, that cash flow, and that really strong branding and presence to really push the franchise opportunity, you know, with a bit more confidence. So come and have a look at move number 3. And again, I remember committing to this. I think it was $1,000 a week or $1,100 a week. And I was just like, fucking hell, how are we going to do it? So excuse the mess, we literally just moved out. We're getting all this scrap picked up this week. But this is it, it's a big, massive shed. It's probably about the same size as where we've moved now, under roof, but we've just got a lot more outdoor area where we are now. And when we've moved, we're on the highway, whereas this street here, like there's bugger all the community that would actually drive past this. Like we'd be lucky to see 10-15% of the community would go past this road. But yeah, this was it. This is number 3. So we've been here for a good couple of years until only, the last 5 or 6 weeks. It's a bit of a dump at the moment because we've just basically up and left the joint. Shit location. But guys, like, location's definitely one thing, but like keep in mind, we're in a small country town of like 20,000 people. We're in the middle of bumfuck China in the industrial estate in Moama. And just through our digital presence, so through social media, word of mouth, and scaling our Google profile to like over 600 5-star Google reviews, that got us to about 350K a month in turnover. And you know, since we've moved to where we've gone to, which I'm going to show you shortly, I'm going to show you the numbers and everything like that, we've bolted on a significant amount to that just from our location alone. We've been going for 5 years, we've been here for a few years, 600 and something 5-star Google reviews, like over 10,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram. And there's still people walking in, they're like, oh, I didn't even know, when did you guys start? And like, so I didn't believe it, but like the power of location is definitely a beast of its own, you know. So we've been fortunate enough to scale the brand and, you know, all of the online presence and stuff like that from the start, because that was our only option. And now we've sort of moved into this spot where we're literally on like the most busiest road in the whole area. And yeah, so I'm excited to show you what that's done just in a few short weeks. So let's go and check it out. Guys, this is it, move number 4, probably going to be the last one, I assume, until, I don't know, who knows, might do a purpose-built thing one day. For now, this is it, and like it really can't get much better than this, eh? This road here, Northern Highway, you basically got, everything coming northbound to Sydney, to Niliquin. Anybody coming into town really is going to have to go past this building. We've got the dealerships here, so we've got Isuzu, Toyota over the road, Nissan, Ford. So we're amongst all the big dogs, and we're hoping that the move really helps out. Because usually with our business anyway, because we're in a regional town, we do a lot of on-site commercial stuff. So obviously your trucks, tractors, agricultural is a big one. So we are quite seasonal. So usually, like for us, May usually starts to drift off for us, you know, depending on the sowing season. It'll sort of dip a little bit in May, and so then June, July, August, it can be really quiet. And we can lose about, literally, not even putting mayo on it, like 20 to 30% of our trade. And so the gamble with us coming out here was like, hopefully we can make up with that in retail, really focusing on the automotive, mechanical. We've got an auto outlet coming on, and really trying to scale the retail side of things to really keep cash flow nice and healthy over those quieter winter months when we don't have any agricultural or commercial stuff going on. This is it, new digs. Come check it out. We'll go and have a look inside, jump on the computer, talk you through some numbers, just give you a bit of context on sort of what we did for May and where we plan on going and what we're planning to do to get there. All right, So up front here, guys, obviously I was just standing out the front there, tyre fitting area, all your cars getting pulled up, tyres ripped off, puncture area, tyre fitting and balancing in this area here. A lot of our passenger stock, we've still got some stock out the back as well. And then straight drive in, we've got the wheel alignment set up, 4-post hoist, all your tubes and all that sort of stuff here for ag. But yeah, we really wanted to try and separate the tyres, passenger and all that, and then the mechanical, boys, steel and tools, all that sort of stuff. It just makes it, yeah, it just seems to flow a lot better just having it separate, especially compared to our old location, having the alignment machine set up here, nothing gets in the way. Whereas where we were before, sometimes we'd get held up because we'd have cars parked up, you know, behind the alignment machine and stuff like that. And then we've got our mechanical space. So 4-inch lift kit going into this Patrol, 35 set of 35-inch Mickey Thompsons. We've got Jakey boy, just started with us. Jakey, how you going, mate? You having a phenomenal day?
Always.
Yeah, you getting into it?
Always.
Good man. Yeah, so all scrap, just got a container the other day, probably should have got a 40-footer instead of a 20-footer because we've already filled it up. Got our outdoor 2-poster so we can do some, you know, washing underneath vehicles and stuff like that. Mezzanine for storage. And yeah, so we've got another couple of guys starting this month, end of this month. We've got another qualified mechanic and an auto elect starting. So we're going to start pushing a little bit of auto electrical. All right, let's go crunch some numbers. I was a bit skeptical, and my wife was a bit skeptical about sort of being transparent with the numbers, but you know, I really just want to sort of build trust with what we're doing on here and like showing you guys that, like, you know, these numbers are legit. You know, there's a few ads that I've ran and people are like, oh, you're not doing 300 grand a month. It's a fucking tyre shop and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, I know people that are doing way more than us, you know, so we're not big dogs, but you know, we've gotten from zero, like I showed you, out of the back of my ute with a storage shed to this in 5 years. And so I want you to know you can do the same. So obviously road's 500k a month. We're doing about $350 a month when we're at that last location you saw. Since we've moved here, I'm just going to show you May. So we started 3rd week of April, 1st, 5th, 31st, show report. So this is our sales reporting, guys. I'm obviously not going to show you my private shit. Grouped by categories. If we cruise down, so we did 391k in sales at 140k GP at 39.46%. Yeah, so 40%, that's a little bit low, to be honest. I like to definitely hit over that 40%, but a big reason why that is so low is because we sold a bit of wholesale truck tyres, and so 392, we actually did wholesale through another one of our entities, LTS Wholesale, but out of this depot. So with that wholesale deal and that one, I think we landed at about 415k. I think it was about 415k in turnover just out of this location alone. So yeah, pretty exciting. I actually didn't think we were going to hit the 400 mark in our first month of trading here, but like I said, like May usually dips for us quite a bit, and then so for it to usually dip seasonally and then still hit these numbers, like, it has to be the location and that road frontage. So super excited to see, you know, where we can take it, how we're going to get it to $500,000 a month. Pretty much over the last 6-ish months or so, since November, we haven't done any marketing. So we hit the pause button on marketing, and just in the last month, knowing that we're moving into this location and knowing that we really need to like sort of double down over this quiet period, we've been doubling down on the socials again. So if you want to check out our Instagram at Alpha Tyres, like, you can see the work we've been putting in with the short form stuff to really, you know, get the eyeballs to the page. We've been organising another giveaway as well. Once we get these two new mechanics starting, new mechanic and new auto elect, then we're going to be running a SMS promotion. Put out a video not too long ago about a SMS promo we did. So we've got about 8,000 contacts in our database, and that's why I say to all my clients, like, data is king. From the very beginning, I've just been like super strict on every customer. We always get a mobile phone number, and as a result, we got 8,000 contacts. We ran an SMS promo, which cost about $600 in SMSs, and we booked in over 60 services in like 48 hours. And then, you know, that's just servicing, that's not including upsell value. So a total like upsell value with the servicing and the upselling, about 60k in sales. So like literally 100x on ad spend, which is just like, you know, unheard of. So the power of SMS marketing is huge, but you got to have the database. So we've got that tool now. We know that it's a massive lever. We can literally just do an SMS promo at the drop of a hat. You know, we're going to be booking out our books for the next, you know, few weeks. So once that guy comes on board and the auto elect, we'll run the SMS promo, and that should keep us in good stead for a good sort of month or so over that quiet period, as well as being here and, you know, still running promos to try and, you know, there's still people figuring out that we've moved here. So that can take, you know, a couple of months in itself. So I don't know. I'm pretty bullish on us hitting the $500,000. I'm aiming for December, but like, I really think that we can do it sooner. So I'm going to be documenting this, doing a video just like this every single month, showing you the numbers. The numbers don't lie. That is our sales report. Yeah, just any questions you've got of like how we got from owner operator out of the back of the ute to scaling to, you know, a location like this with a team of like 10, 12, 13 people. Yeah, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM, or leave a comment. I'd love to hear some feedback on the video if this is the sort of stuff you like. Any other questions you got in relation to anything business related, so marketing, sales, team development, all the fun stuff. Yeah, guys, if you like the video, give it a share, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Cheers.